Hey everyone, it is Owen here, Death9, and I am playing another game as Ari. Now this one is legitimately Season 3, the last Ari game that I actually played. I thought it was Season 3, but it wasn't, so it'll be interesting to see actually some of the changes. This is the second game ever that I've played in this season, and I think this video is going to go up no matter if I win or lose, so I would like to win, make it a little bit interesting. So on my team is actually Singe, Jarvan, MF, and Sona. That's a pretty strong actual build. I don't know what this item is. This is a new item. It's the Rejuvenation Biscuit, so that's the first one that starts off just in the beginning. And it's actually a mastery. Here's actually the Hunter's Machete. I've been seeing J4 go with that a lot. And Jarvan actually seems like he would actually be a pretty strong jungler if you get your banner first. So that looks pretty strong as well. Let's see, on their team I'm laying against a Brand. Warwick's their jungle, Wukong. Varus has the new Varus skin, which will be um, pretty interesting to see. So let's see, the new jungle, no real leashes, so we're gonna have to help for it first. We're gonna have to help this guy do it first. Alright, he doesn't want to go wolves, it's fine with me, I guess. Anyways, let's see. I'm trying to play Ahri more because I actually think she's going to be a pretty good champion. I am 100% expecting Orianna to get nerfed. I played against an Orianna that was actually really weak. Not that I'm saying that she's weak, but I'm saying that I played an Orianna that was really bad and just couldn't last hit. Was really bad at harassing. Was really bad at exchanges, and we actually set her pretty far behind in the beginning of the game. But she wound up doing, I think, one of the most or the highest damages in the game, and it was pretty crazy, honestly. I wish J4 wouldn't have done that, but it was pretty crazy, honestly, and completely unexpected. So what I'm going to be trying to do is actually play people. Well, one, I like playing Ahri. I've always liked playing Ahri, but Ahri is a pretty strong counter to Orianna. So I'll be playing Orion. I'll be playing Ahri, maybe some other bursty champions. I know bursty champions do really good against Orianna. Anyone really with a mobility, excuse me, anyone really with high mobility and burst does really well against Orianna. Honestly, that's something that I actually learned just from playing Orianna, and that is why I use movement speed quints on her. Now, the last game that I actually played, I had the wrong rune setup for Orianna, and that's who I played. But it was actually really hard to scale into late game with my setup, and that could be 100% because I used the wrong runes. Because the usual runes that I use on Orianna are, let's see, they're magic ability power per level. That way, at the end of the game, I have like 50 ability power just from runes, and actually scales really well. Now, the one that I was using was not, what am I trying to say? It was mana regen and ability power. So, kind of a completely different thing. I started off with a lot more base ability power, but ended off with a lot less. So now let me get to the a kind of part of the video where I kind of wanted to start talking about more of like an update. So what's happening recently is that I have school finals actually in university and at my high school. So I am going to be trying to do or focus on those as much as possible. If you want to hear what I have to do, I have to, well, one, I have to write a 30-page lab write-up for a chem lab that I have to do. I have a national ACS chemistry, which is the organization of chemistry. It's like the national organization of chemistry. I have the national final coming in a couple weeks, and I just found out that I have a test in 2 days in that class. So that was a good time to hear about that. I'm actually going to I'm going to try to get this kill 100% honesty. Double kill, awesome. All right. Anyways, I had that smited, not smited. I had that ignited. I was getting pretty into that, but yeah. So I've got finals coming up. I have a lot of classes. Damn, I wanted you to get the kills. Weird. You could have just ran away. But I had a lot of classes that were actually more on the lower side because I stopped caring about them. So I'm going to be focusing on those two. Just make sure that I'm pretty set if I end up going to where I want to in the next year. So that is basically for the updates. I'm going to try to make as many videos as I can, but they're probably not going to be uploaded nearly as fast. And by nearly as fast, I mean not as often as one a day. So let's see, I just got my ult. That's going to be fun. I just want to get those, and then I can leave. 1320 gold, that's probably just because there's a lot of rapid restore. Because I only have 32 last hits, and it's been 5 minutes. Let's see, I usually get... Oh, actually, I'm doing pretty good in CS compared to the rest of the team. Now, I usually get, or I was starting to get Athenes on Ahri, but now that's actually, it's gone down in ability power. So, maybe I don't want that. I still want mana regen. Is there, I'm actually just going to stay here because I'm not too worried about my lane. Is there anything that gives like a significant amount of mana regen while also giving a ton of ability power? I'm not too into that. I could go for the Tear of the Goddess and then go into that later. Seraph's is 1,000 mana, 60 ability power, gain ability power equal to 30% of your maximum mana, drains your current mana shield. I like that, but I'm not going to be focusing on it. So how about we try just going for ability power, and then I just focus on... No, I'm taking a really long time doing this, I know, but I want it to be good. This is what I'm gonna get. Consumables, can I buy these? No! Okay. Whatever. I have to get used to that. I'm absolutely not, as you just see, used to the HUD at all. I've been gone for like a minute and a half. No! I've been out of lane for way too long. Anyways, I'm gonna ward my lane, actually push it, and then get blue, because it's actually being offered to me. Get blue, and then go bot lane for lane gank, except they just pushed, so I'm not sure how well that will go. J4 is actually looking like he's doing pretty good in the jungle. No, come back. There we go. Ooh, I got that that last hit too, so that's exciting. But I do like the idea of movement speed items. So there was actually an ability power movement speed item, and that should be pretty damn good on Ahri, because honestly I start out as a pretty slow champion, so what better than buffing up my movement speed, especially since I am one of the best mobility champions due to my ult. So actually I feel like that would be a pretty strong build. So I didn't go for a completely retarded build, and honestly if I build anything that has AP in it, I'm going to be doing fine. So I am going to be taking rates here. Watching my lane also, but I've got mana regen and crap. Come back here a little bit. Let's see if I can do some damage like that. And now I also have my passive, and my passive is spell vamp. So I know that Ahri is not, because she used to be a lot more viable as a sustaining build, but she kind of got nerfed a really long time ago. And I want to know if that's actually coming back, because there is an item that gives, what, 20? Excuse me, a ton of guys. But there is an item that gives 20% actual spell vamp for AP champions. And I think it was mana regen and ability power after that. But 20% spell vamp, that's pretty good. If I could actually go for that and a Woda on Ahri, I'm not sure if that would be good or bad, or completely retarded. Mainly just because I haven't played her as much as I wanted to since I originally got into her. So I'm going to be focusing on trying out new builds and seeing what works, what doesn't work, based on what my feedback is. My personal feedback, that's like what I view. No way did he just stun me. I'm going for this. Okay. I'm gonna base right here. Hopefully that I don't get killed. There's Warwick. So as long as I don't see him in my wards, I don't see bars coming up through there. I should be Vine to actually lane for a little bit longer. I don't know who's top right now, but I think I just saw 3 champions. Maybe it's just Wukong's clone. That could actually be a completely possible situation. Which it is. Okay, so I got a kill, pushed lane. I could go take Wraiths, but I'm not going to risk anything with decently low health. Plus, if I can get this item that I'm trying to build, which I don't know what I'm trying to build right now. I can! Okay. Next item is actually boots. And here comes the mobility of son of a bitch. So I wanted to see how much mobility I kind of have. I have 399 right now. That's actually really nice. That's without movement speed quints. I could go actually really huge with movement speed quints. And then also when I upgrade my boots again, it's only going to be getting better. Because I do really like the new ability, not ability, but the new movement speed. Or not the new even movement speed, just the new tier 3 boots in general. They've actually been pretty strong and I think a good surprise addition to the game. I have no idea where my mid lane is. There he is. Oh, well I told him at least. So I can't really complain on me for that. Oh, but Wukong is actually pretty low. Alright, so I see Warwick's holding top. Wukong's actually backing up, going into the tri-bush. Warwick's actually going top too. So I feel like they have this warded. Yeah. Let's get out of here. Don't hit him towards me. That's a bad idea. There we go. Did you get the Wukong kill too? Nope. I don't know where he went, but oh, he actually went out to his tower. Okay, pretty good in my opinion. Didn't go nearly as bad as it could have. Did I even get an assist on that? Nope. Okay. Doesn't matter to me. Because we got a kill. I actually think that was a 3 for 0. No, we didn't kill Warwick. But we did get a kill on Brand and Wukong. What would be a next strong item? Actually, I was thinking maybe Rabadons would be pretty strong. Rabadon's actually got decreased in ability power, so that's actually going to take a while to buy. I can buy some wards and smell potions instead. Good thing this is a normal instead of ranked, because I feel like I'm absolutely stupid when it comes to building and everything right now, but I think so is everyone else, so oh well. Sometimes my throat just gets absolutely miserably dry, and it's completely unexpected, which is a bummer. Ah, there was a turd in the way. I couldn't dodge the stun, I swear. Unique active hunt. What does that actually do? Summons 2 invulnerable ghosts. And then I didn't break the rest. To seek the 2 nearest enemies, if they touch an enemy champion, they slow his movement speed. So let's try this out on someone that it's not really gonna matter if I can kill on or not. It's just for like testing and whatever you else want to call it. I do like how I get a movement speed and a slow though. That way I don't even have to build a slow like Rylai's, even though it used to be a completely good build on me. I even had all caps on that. That's weird. I'm coming down bot lane though. Actually, I'm gonna complete. No, there's Warwick. I do see you, Warwick. Whoa, that was like it was like an automatic. Thing that actually was kind of like a heat-seeking. I could have ulted and got that, or ulted and got my E off, but I didn't feel like it. I honestly just wanted to fight Bran and everybody, but I guess that wasn't going to be allowed of me. So I can actually take my turret now because no one is around. I want some mana regen. This is why I think I need some mana regen, because it's actually not as fast as I would like it to be, especially since I'm heavily based off of my spamming spells, and if I miss them, then not only am I out for a little bit, but it also costs pretty heavily in mana, I think. I have 60, 50 and everything isn't that much, but when you use them a lot, with a 3.9 mana regen, it kind of becomes a lot. Nope, bot lane pushed their turret, and so did I. Brand's level 9, I don't know why he's so low a level. He died 3 times, I don't even understand how that's possible.
An enemy has been slain.
Get out of here, bitch. I'm just kidding, I should have probably warded that. Oh.
You have slain an enemy.
I would really like to be out of here. What the fuck, Jarvan? Yeah, that was my bad.
Has destroyed a turret.
No! Alright, so I really didn't expect him to hit that E off. I don't know how Jarvan died. I had to flash outside of that so that I didn't get absolutely murdered. But what does this do? 45 ability power, gain an additional 4 gold. Allied new champions gain mana regen per second. I don't want that. What about Morello or Monicon? Now, did this get buffed up? Dealing magic damage to an enemy champion below 40 health increase. Okay, so I kind of like that passive now instead of the active. 75 ability power is pretty good. Let's see, banner ability power and armor. Don't really need that. It's more of like that's more like a support item, anyways. Leandry's 70 ability power, 20 power health, 15 magic pen, dealing spell damage, burns enemies for 5% of their current health. It's like a Vlad item. Just kind of looking at all the new items. I know that what's it called, thing that used to go out, DFG, is now actually based around. It's now actually based around the needlessly larger rod. That's what it's called. So it's a lot more expensive for like the same bonus, which is kind of bad because they already nerfed it. Why nerf it more than once? And okay, sorry guys, I'm back. And I did see Warwick here. Where was it? Just up there. I know that Sinch wants to go in, but I don't want him to. Oh, I thought I could get over that wall. That was kind of a disappointment. Oh, I missed too. What a bummer. I'm doing really bad today.
How tempting.
Alright, so, I don't know what's up with me, you guys, but I can't land skill shots. I keep on dying. Actually, I've only died once, but I keep on failing, I should say. Because I shouldn't have died to that brand, that one kill. I've lost a lot of CS because I've been out of lane a lot. And I guess I could have just pushed instead of roaming, but that's what happens when I play normal, so I just start going for kills instead of actually winning the game. So let's actually get some IP, because the only reason why I'm playing right now is so that when I get my win of the day bonus later, I have enough IP to buy like Italy or something, some 3150. I like my heart, I really do. So I tried out a build the other day where I actually go for, it was like, let's see, I went for, what am I trying to think of here? There's some item gives me mana regen, it was really OP, Athenes, I went for Athenes first on Ahri, and honestly the build was actually really strong, I liked it. And now it's completely gone because they nerfed Athenes, so can't really do anything about that. But these games are a lot different in 100% reality. I would like to have some more freaking mana regen though. That is really bugging me. I do like the idea of having movement speed for the Twin Shadows one. Is surprisingly good. Surprisingly strong compared to what I thought it was going to be. How did Sona get caught out by 4 people? So did MF. No big. Oh, as long as it's 2 of you guys, it doesn't matter as much. I'm just waiting. I'm gonna go back and buy some mana. I need mana. I need mana or mana regen. Okay. I'm like 200 gold off of my Rabadons. I can't even think either. Not a good day to be starting out. But let's see this. So I either need mana or mana regen. I would like some cooldown reduction. Maybe some cool actives too. This one gives me spell vamp, ability power, mana regen, and cooldown reduction. Damage dealt to monsters increased by 25%. This is more of a jungling item. Still pretty good though. It's just kind of expensive. So how about cooldown reduction? None of these really look like what I was looking for. This one actually does attack damage. Deathfire Grasp would be the one that I would want in this case, but it's so frickin' expensive now. I'll actually just start going for Athenes anyways. So that one actually gives me ability power. So maybe that'll hold me off on the mana for a while. Because it really doesn't matter what I care at this point. MF took my blue, that's cool. But it really doesn't matter what I build at this point, I feel like. What I was like 60, I feel like I was like 60 creep score ahead of everybody. Now I'm like the same. It's depressing. I'm actually lower than some people. That's depressing too. Someone should push top. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'll go top. I want the creep. I'm gonna leave my team completely alone without an AD carry, and they're all gonna be like standing right here in this bush, waiting for people. Or Warwick's gonna go bot lane and start pushing. Wow, this MF, no way. Nope, nope. I didn't want to get hit by Brand's crazy shit. I would like to get a heal, if I could get a heal off or something. No way did he just take that from me. Singed, you stole Varus with poison. Whatever though, yo. I guess that's fine.
How tempting.
Nope, J4. J4, attack him. Thank you. Maybe could have ran a little bit more. I kind of just wanted him to take. I just wanted him to take it so I wouldn't die. I didn't expect him to die though. I thought he could have knocked him up or something. And then we all could have just ran away. I guess that's not how the cookie crumbles though sometimes. Now let's see. Do I go for my Rabadons or do I start building my Athenes again? Rabadons is so much less than it used to be. Damn. That actually went down a lot. Okay. I'm pretty ecstatic about that. I can dig it. I can dig it. The ability power on Rabadons went down a lot. Well, I mean, it didn't go down a lot. It only went down by... What did it used to be? I think it used to be 140. And increased by like 30%. But now it's only 3200, so I can actually get that huge increase a lot earlier in the game than a lot later in the game. So ability power items used to be a lot more ability power, but take a lot longer to make. And it's kind of the opposite now. Oh, don't want to get knocked up. I would like to not get knocked up. Get away from me. No, I missed that. Wow. So as soon as I go out, I just die. That's depressing. Oh, I know why J4 didn't knock him up that one time that I wanted him to when we were running through there. Unless he did knock him up and I just wasn't paying attention. Oh, excuse me. But anyways, when I was running in to use my ult, my third ult, I actually wanted to go back and get the kill, so I dived back into it, which wasn't the best idea because I wanted to get away from Wukong, and then when I wanted to hit my E and then try to run away, I could not. So let's look at the boot upgrades. Seeing as this one is enchants your teleport flashes, I don't really care about those. Enchant these boots, you gain 15 movement speed. That's really good. I'm actually gonna buy one of these. Enchants these boots to have fervor bonus whenever you deal single target attack or spell. Whenever you do damage with a single attack, target, or attack or spell, you gain 12% bonus movement speed. Allied champions running towards you gain 8% movement speed when you are at the fountain. So I want the plus 15 one. Where's that? Alright, here we go.
How tempting.
And now I have 415 movement speed. If I had the plus 6% movement speed and plus 2% from the I might have the plus 2% from the masteries. I'm not sure about that one, but I know that I don't have movement speed quints on, which actually give me a significantly more or a significantly higher bonus. Get away from me, you assholes. Alright, so let's see how that ghost thing works. Works actually pretty well, not gonna lie. Damn, I got the Wukong kill max range. What is up, bitches? Anyways. I'm just gonna push this. There was like 3 of them there, though. They really can't do anything on me, though. And I feel like they're generally terrified. I'm not gonna run into that bush, because I'm not an idiot. I'm gonna push further, though, because I am an idiot. So how about I just heal up using my passive and see if I can push down a turret. Nope, not that dumb, guys.
Don't hold back.
Except I'm okay. Honestly, I'm dumb enough to stay, but I'm not dumb enough to fall for like some stupid things. I want this. It's crazy. No, singed, you asshole.
I know what they desire.
How much ability power does Singed have? Honestly, 194. He's only got 2. He's got 2 Rod of Ages. What is that? Oh, and speed boots. Didn't see those.
Don't you trust me?
I don't know where anyone else is. We need to clear those though. I don't know what they're doing. So is the new Wraith like right here, isn't it? Oh, I can hit it still. Sweet. It was 920 gold for Athene's. Oh, damn, what just happened? Okay, I got stunned somehow. Which basically means GG for Ahri. I thought I got stunned off of Sona's ult, but that makes absolutely no sense. It kind of makes me want to go for a... Zonia's though. Enough where... Because I don't think they're doing that much damage. Who's doing the most damage on the team right now? Brand is? He didn't even do good in lane. What the heck is this? I guess Tark Stuns are GG for me still. Because I'm not unstoppable. Tark Stuns have always been GG for Ahri. Come on, Varus. You can do this. I didn't mean to say Varus there. I sound like an asshole now. Where is what I want? What did I even just say that I wanted? I wanted a Zonia's. No, I'm not that weird. What if I went for a kind of build where I got Spell Vamp now? And then I just stayed kind of away from team fights. So what if I started building a... What if I started building that? I'm just going to buy it for that, and then I can make that either... I can build either the Abyssal Scepter, the Blasting Wand, or Singed. Thank you. That you didn't have to. You could have turned around and thrown him this way and then not flashed. That way you would have still had your flash and got the kill. But I guess you did not think of that. Sometimes stuff can get pretty crazy in normals. And that's why I hate playing normals, because they're absolutely miserable. So I'm wondering how weird it would be for me to build Spell Vamp right now. Spell Vamp is always honestly one of those confusing things where it's like, if I'm just staying in the back of the fight, of course I'm going to want Spell Vamp because, I mean, of course I want Spell Vamp. I always want Spell Vamp. Just because it's something that I enjoy on most of my champions. Damn, that MF did a ton of damage. Oh, anyways. Ooh, get off of me! No freaking way. Okay. Damn it. Is there? I can't get rid of that with a Quicksilver Sash either. I wish there was a way to stop suppresses, because suppresses are honestly one of the gayest things. And anything that's targetable against Ahri, a targetable stun against Ahri, a way to shut down my ult. That was me just diving in. So in that case, I would have liked, I would have liked this, but they increased the price of magic resist. Spell Vamp is now in. I would only really build these two items, and this one is apparently not good on anyone besides the jungler. Cooldown reduction, of course, I can go for a Deathfire Grasp. It's actually pretty good now. It's 100 AP, which is basically the same as Azonia's, and I'd rather have Azonia's. So after I build this Abyssal Scepter, I'll go for Azonia's probably. Let's see, Abyssal Scepter, Azonia's, and then depending on how much AP I have, I should have, I can actually just figure it out right now. No, I have no idea how much I would have. But all 5 and win. There's a lot of times that's not true. I'm not saying that this is one of them, but I don't know. I've just got kind of stealing kills. Not really, that's kind of what you do on Ahri. I'm not even doing that well now. Singed has been getting kills a lot, but that poison's kind of OP like that. I don't know how much magic resist the other team's been building, but they should have been building a lot more, a lot sooner. Which is a cool thing about Abyssal Scepter, because it still does that, reduces the magic resist of enemies, of nearby enemies, which is always cool. Damn, 50 for the big one, because I had forgotten how much. And thank you, Wukong. So that should be GG, honestly. If we could get anything from here. Okay. Oh, they forfeited. Sweet. Okay, well played, good game, and I thank you guys for watching this. I'll see you guys next time.